There comes a time in the life of discipleship then things just come to mind of those who follow Jesus Christ, the one who was crucified. It comes at some point to all of us to understand that no servant is above the master, and that to follow really is to give up parts of ourselves, even precious ones. As Paul would write, Jesus laid aside even divinity, even so that he could become the perfect servant of all. When Jesus led the disciples towards Jerusalem, they were confused, and most of his followers were frankly afraid. Jesus took the 12 disciples aside and told them what was going to happen to him, and said, "We're now going to Jerusalem, where the Son of Man will be handed over to the chief priests, the teachers of the law of Moses. They will sentence him to death and hand him over to foreigners, who will make fun of him and spit on him and beat him and kill him. But 3 days later, I will rise to new life." James and John, sons of Zebedee, came to Jesus and asked, We would like a favor. And Jesus asked, "What do you want?" And they said, "When you come into your glory, please let us sit, one at your right and one at your left." And Jesus said, "You don't really know what you're asking. Are you able to drink the cup that I must soon drink? Or be baptized as I must be baptized?" And they said, "Yes, we are." And Jesus said, "You certainly will drink from the cup from which I must drink. You will be baptized just as I must be. But it isn't for me to say who will sit at my right and left. It's for God to decide." Now the other 10 heard of this, and they were angry with James and John. But Jesus called the disciples together and said, "You know that foreigners, where they call themselves kings, and they like to order people around. The great leaders have full power over the people they rule, but don't act like them. If you want to be great, you must be the servant of all others. If you want to be first, you must be everyone else's servant. For the Son of Man did not come to be a master, but a servant, who will give his life for the rescue of many." It's not the easiest thing to think about, but is no doubt true. The servants that follow the Master, they will share the Master's glory. They will share the Master's humility. They will share his triumph, his losses. They will share his laughter, his singing, his tears, and his anguish. They will share of his joy over those who come, and they will lament with him over those who leave. Those who would be disciples indeed should ask themselves, do I know what I'm doing following Jesus? For certainly, as he said to James and John, are you ready? I'm not sure you know what you're asking. Are you ready? It is not the easiest of thing, this discipleship journey, for it does ask of us that we, like Jesus, lay aside all pretense, lay aside all glory that we think we might have, and exchange it for the humble garments of a servant, even a servant unto death. Do you know what you were baptized into? Do you know what is expected of you? Do you know what way you have begun to walk? There always is going to be a cross, and I mean a true cross to bear, one where the choice is truly, will I become a servant today, even in the most utter way. Those days will come. And not just the outgrowing of life, of getting older, of getting feeble. Those things come all by themselves. No, these are the results of saying, I have decided to follow Jesus, and I will not turn back. Today, maybe you could ask the Lord for courage. For courage and resolve to say, yes, I will continue to follow. Yes, I will drink the cup. Yes, I will be baptized with the same baptism you have been. Yes, I will rejoice at the triumphs of heaven. Yes, I will cry when heaven is full of sorrow. Ask the Lord this week, give me courage. Give me courage to walk this way of Jesus, to be his disciple, and be it to the fullest. Pray that until we meet again. Amen.